Hello, I'm Toycat and welcome back to the third channel Let's Play video, or rather not Let's Play video because I wanted to talk about Red Dead Redemption 2. This is the hottest new game of the moment, and if you watch any gaming YouTubers, follow any gaming YouTubers, they're probably going crazy for this game. It's wild, it's killing it in terms of streaming, in terms of all these sorts of things, but I wanted to talk about the kind of counter opinions to that. I know having unpopular opinions on the internet is a hard thing to do, and I want to say that the game itself probably isn't bad. However, I wanted to talk about my criticisms of it today, and just explain why I'm not going to be continuing with the Let's Play on the channel. I might play it a bunch more and then maybe come back to it eventually, but I don't want to play it too much more anymore. I've gotten to the point, about maybe 6-7 hours of gameplay in, where I've just realized, like, this is not my type of game. YouTube should be about sharing your passion with the world, and my passions, my favorite things, do not include this game. So, yeah, in today's video, I'll be just briefly explaining why, and then explaining what comes here, because, yeah, that's a key thing. So first of all, let's talk about Red Dead Redemption, because this game is crazy hyped, and any game that's crazy hyped, like, the hype is hard to live for any game to live up to, because, or for anything to live up to. However, in Red Dead's case, I would honestly say, it's not just that it didn't, like, it's not just that there was a bunch of hype behind it, it's that they seem to realize there's a bunch of hype and play into the fact that people will dive a really far way into this game, to get to the good bits. It's one of those games where the argument, oh yeah, it gets good after a few hours, is valid, but in my opinion, that's not great. Putting a few hours into a game before it gets, good or anything, I don't like the idea of putting hours into something and not having a good time. Like, have you ever watched a movie for 2 hours and been like, oh, it wasn't good, but the sequel will be better, so it's gonna be totally worth it? No, you'd be like, no, a movie is a 2-hour thing. If it takes 2 hours of my life, it should be good. But Red Dead Redemption is a game that really doesn't get started for, I would say, like 3.5, maybe you could say less than that if you're fast, but it doesn't start for at least 2 hours, maybe 3. It literally doesn't give you open roam world. It literally doesn't give you the ability to play the game. What it is it's just, oh, there's a debt to be collected here. But, it doesn't really give you even the ability to play the game. It just simply says to you, like, oh yeah, here are a bunch of story missions you have to play, one after another, to teach you very slowly over the course of 2 hours how each mechanic works. And that's great because now I do understand how the mechanics work. But the fact that it's a forced tutorial, which isn't even real gameplay. Of the first 2 hours, I want to say maybe 25 minutes of gameplay, and of those first 25 or 30 minutes that are gameplay, most of the gameplay is very heavily scripted. There's not really decisions you're making in the first 2 hours. You're watching a movie. And I like movies, I like video games, but I don't like video games that are like movies. So that's my first criticism. My second criticism is probably the fact that it just doesn't seem like it's set up for me. The game is so heavily story driven, and when you try to go off and do your own free roam thing, the game stops you in so many ways. If I wanted to buy a new gun, I have to do story missions to unlock just even a new category of gun. The gun storeman will offer to sell it to me, then they'll be like, oh, sorry, you haven't done this mission, I can't sell you this gun. Not only is that, not realistic or whatever, but it's plain ridiculous in my opinion. Like, it shouldn't, there should be a point where the free roam becomes unlocked, where you can obviously, change things in the story and unlock, rare weapons only via that. But the fact that stores won't sell you stuff, that's absurd, that's ridiculous. And it's like, oh, okay, this sucks. I want to have throwing knives because there's a challenge. I have to do a certain number of missions till that challenge unlocks even. There's just so much of the game that's tied into story, and for someone who likes free roaming, who likes deciding what to do by myself, both, including going up cliffs apparently, but as someone who likes to do that, this is just not my, it's not my type of game for that reason. So yeah, those two things combined, with the fact that, honestly, the controls are a little bit clunky, means that, in my opinion, this isn't a great video game. It's a great interactive medium, it's a great experience, but the fact that I don't like those things, and the setting, I didn't play Red Dead Redemption 1, I don't already have the huge hype for it, and I don't have this cowboy fantasy that everyone else has, especially in America, like, that's how things were simpler. Why I don't have that fantasy, like, honestly, it's just like, oh, so it's guns that don't work as well, and, there's nothing good about the stream. It's fun riding horses, it's fun that the game is beautiful, there are so many good things you can say about this game. It's objectively a well-crafted and put-together piece of entertainment. It's just not one that suits my exact wants and needs in a game. And that is why, long story short, I want to play it a bit more. I want to dive into it and enjoy something like this. As, maybe more of a movie or something, like just sit in the sofa, lay down and try and absorb it all in for. But I don't think it makes for very good videos, especially not commentary videos, because I usually like to use games as, oh, let's kill this gang, I guess. I literally use games as like a backdrop almost. So let's make sure we get a thing out of the horse. A backdrop, for me to do what I want to do with. However, when it became... Oh, okay, so let's just threaten the feathers. Easy, one by one. Just get this done. Oh, it's not good for me. But yeah, I like to use games as like a, you know, like an opportunity for me to not only play the game and give you tips on the game, but also to, you know, like talk about important, interesting, etc. things. And this game just doesn't provide me with that opportunity. Oh man, get behind a tree and eat some stuff. But yeah, the game doesn't really provide with that opportunity, in my opinion. Like, obviously, you can have your own opinion on whatever it does, and I'm sure your opinion is perfectly valid. There we go. Oh man, I lit them on fire somehow with Deadshot. Oh, I guess it went through the campfire. There's a guy over here. Easy, took out the feathers. But yeah, there's a lot of things I love about the game. There's a lot of things that are great about this game, objectively speaking. But I don't think it makes a great series. I'm not enjoying... there's a lot of the parts of the game I'm not enjoying in the videos, and I don't think it's making for what you might expect in a Let's Play video. I expect to see a lot more kind of more casual, easy to get into games on this channel in the future, as well as obviously all the weird McDonald's reviews, stuff, etc. But I think a story-based game just isn't the right pace for this channel. I like watching story-based games and videos. I think they have their place. I think it's great. I think game is won for, etc., etc., etc. It's just not a good fit for this channel, and it's not a good fit for me and what I like in the game. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that's not a disappointment. I know a lot of you might have been getting into it, being like, I'm going to watch this all the way. But it's something where I really feel like YouTube is about sharing your passions. I want to share things I'm passionate about, not things that I think I might get passionate about later. That's why I have a first channel dedicated to all the Minecraft weird stuff I love. That's why I have a second channel dedicated to travel, which is one of my favorite ways to, like, you know, see and explain and understand the world. That's why, you know, I do these weird McDonald's videos, because that's something I find interesting. Deadshot these fellows. But all these things exist because I want to share things I care about. Because when you care about something, I feel like it shows in the video. And, you know, YouTube is amazing because it's an opportunity to care about things. It's not an opportunity to just do things because they're big. And that's why, even though, you know, I'm sure there's a bunch of views to be had in playing this game, I won't be doing it on the YouTube channel anymore. Thank you very much for watching this Let's Play video. Expect to see a new series start at some point before the end of the year. I don't know what it'll be, but there's a bunch of, you know, mobile games that I'm hyped for. As well as, of course, a few new major releases. Any new Far Cry game will, of course, get my interest as well. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if you don't like my opinion, but, you know, that's the internet. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. And, you know what? If things come out of yours, then make sure you see a doctor. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.